been a lot of chatter about moving the United States to permanent full-time daylight savings time. And what would that look like? What would that look like here in Houston? Well, let's talk about it. So in summertime, Houston, we're observing daylight savings time. We're observing it right now. So if we went to permanent daylight savings time, our summer hours of sunrise and sunset really wouldn't change much. And what I've done is I put in the sunrise and sunset times for the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, and the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, and what DST would do for that. So here now, we would still have sunrises at after 6 o'clock, 6:20 or so, and sunsets at about 8:25. So that would not change. We'd have normal summer that we're used to on daylight savings time. But instead of going to standard time and falling back and basically what we say losing an hour, having sunrise and sunset an hour earlier, the change would be going into winter, our sunrise and sunset would be an hour later than we've gotten used to over the past 45, 50 years. So Houston impact would be later winter sunrises and sunsets, bottom line. So at the winter solstice, sunrise, instead of being at 7:14 in the morning, would be at 8:14 in the morning. That would be sunrise, the winter solstice, December 21st or so. Sunset would be at 6:34 instead of at 5:34. So it would be an hour later sunrise and an hour later sunset. So just kind of thinking about school, it would be a little weird. I think first period in most middle schools, high schools, about 7:30 in the morning. So sunrise would not be up until second period. And then for sunset, we would have an extra hour of daylight in the wintertime, so to speak. It would, instead of the sun setting at 5:30, it would set at 6:30, so you could have evening practices in a little bit more daylight. But the sunrise, you're going to school in the dark. You're walking to school in the dark, and the sun would not come up until about second period for middle school and high elementary schoolers as well. So that would be the biggest change. I don't know if that would be cool or not. It would, a little bit more sunlight in the evening, later evenings, but the sunrise is way late. What do you think about permanent daylight savings time?